All right, we are live. I just need for this video to connect on my other screen so that I can grab the link and put it in our group so that our community can conveniently join us in the YouTube live chat. Let's see here. Oh, we don't want the no, ma'am, we don't want that. Okay, so let's grab this link. Look, I thought that was one of y'all off the mic. That was me. Okay, let me put it over there and boom, it is shared into the group. All right. Speaking of groups, if you are a solopreneur or entrepreneur who is struggling to get to your first 6 figures in business, you need to be in our group. Go to shaycannon.info/group. It is free and it is like the best mastermind you've ever not had to pay for, okay? Because we have 3 cannons of value, 3 pillars of value, and that is number 1, we actually come together and commune to build community. Number 2, we collaborate, coming together to make each other's businesses better and make money together. Number 3, we have conversations that are transformational to your business growth, kind of like this morning show that's kind of like a mastermind meeting with a hot seat Monday through Thursday. You can't beat that, okay? So join it. It's free. shaycannon.info/group. All right, let's get started. Let me make sure I can see this live chat over here. I can see it. I see Glow is already over there. She said, yes, I made it. Yeah, you made it, Glow. Come on in here. So let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First 6 Figures Morning Show. I am your host. Everything that we do over here on the morning show has to do with a blog. So this week's blog that we're closing out on today is at shaycannon.com/books. Books, because what we've been talking about all week long is, oh, you need to move out the way, boo-boo. The top 4 books for solopreneurs business growth. A lot, quite like when you were in school, right? A lot of the education that I receive comes from books. Yes, I have been in programs. Yes, I have been formally educated, but a lot of what I know comes from books. I love a good book, okay? When it comes to business, you can get some of your best strategies and know-how and baseline knowledge from books. So I have put together 4 that I recommend for solopreneurs. Number 1, we talked about Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, and it is all about how to pay yourself and how to make sure that you are profitable in your business. It's talking about your finances, okay? How to get them straight. I know a lot of y'all, past knowing you need to get a business account, y'all don't quite know what y'all doing over there. This book will help you, okay? And it will help you in a revolutionary type of way to make sure that you're putting what? Your profit first. So if you want to know more about that, go to Monday's replay. That was part 1, okay? The second book that I recommended for you was called Traction. It was by Gino Wickman. And this is going to help you with your operations, okay? Especially for solopreneurs. So most of y'all don't even know what operations is. Let me call it what y'all call it. Managing your business, okay? So a lot of you jumped into selling stuff and decided that you wanted to be an entrepreneur. However, you don't have business acumen, so you don't actually know how to manage the business and put your operations together. That's why I picked this book. It is great. So Traction. If you want to know more about that book, go to part 2, Tuesday's replay, all right? Yesterday was part 3, and we talked about Company of One by Paul Jarvis. Now, I love this book, especially for solopreneurs, right? Because some of you are trying to expand too quickly, okay? You haven't done all you can do with a company of one. All right, that's you, the solopreneur. So this book encourages you to do everything you can do to get the most money and the most capacity out of it, just being you before you start to expand, because that's where a lot of profit is lost, believe it or not, people expanding too quick. All right, if you want to know more about that, then you go to yesterday's replay. That was part 3. Company of One was the book. Today, we're talking about when it is time to start hiring and expanding, okay? The book that we're talking about today is Who, Not How, The Formula to Achieve Bigger Goals Through Accelerating Teamwork. This book is by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy, okay? And let me tell you what I love about this book, because it helps me to identify exactly when I needed to start bringing somebody in that needs to know how to do something, right? And some of that has to do with you trying to learn how to do everything and not being good at it, or you're not able to learn it, or, it's just not for you to learn, because some stuff is not how to do it for you. Some stuff is who can do it. Okay. So that's what this book is. So let's get into the little summary. So it's an excellent business book, particularly for solopreneurs, because it introduces a powerful mindset shift. The book challenges the typical approach solopreneurs often take, focusing on how to accomplish everything themselves. Instead of that, it encourages them to focus on who can help them achieve their goals. Okay. We're going to be an owl today. Who can help? All right. Now, the key insights for this book from the blog are: you need to learn how to delegate and outsource. So a lot of us struggle with that, but Who Not How emphasizes the importance of finding the right people to collaborate with, to outsource to hire, because this is a crucial thing for solopreneurs who want to scale their business without burning out, right? Me and Shawana, and on the morning show, you guys have been a part of the conversation where she finally got to the point to hire, and now that hiring is a struggle because, finding the right person, you lucky if you find a good person right off, right? So that delegation and outsourcing, you have to find the right people for the right position, all right? Now, number 2 is focusing on strengths. Focusing on strengths. This book teaches you to focus on unique abilities and zone of geniuses rather than trying to master every task, okay? This is about you and the people you've already hired. Sometimes what you feel is you've hired somebody, but they're good at certain stuff. You like that person, but they're not quite good in the role they're in. Then you need to figure out what are their unique abilities? What are their zone of genius? And do you have a role for that right now? Because they might just be in the wrong role, right? You probably are in the wrong role because you're over there trying to do everything and you're not supposed to. So by identifying the right who to handle tasks outside of their expertise, you can become more productive and accelerate your business growth, okay? So don't forget that. That's one of the things I do when I come in as a fractional COO and take over teams. Is I first try to see what is your role, because what's happening is when you're a solopreneur, somebody was hired for a role and then you start giving them all kind of stuff, right? So you have them doing things outside of their role, but you're penalizing them for not being good. But that ain't even what you hired them for. So the first thing I do is I come in and I see what was the role that they were hired for, what are the things that they are doing, and what is their zone of genius, so I can see, are they in the right place? Sometimes your team will work better if you do some switching around. Okay, so never forget that. All right, leveraging networks. It encourages entrepreneurs to tap into their network and build relationships with individuals who can contribute skills, contribute knowledge, and contribute resources that you as a solopreneur may not have. So this not only saves you time, but also allows you to make faster, more impactful progress. Now, today in the free group, shaycannon.info/group. If you're not already in the free group, we are having our first collab live. And that is the purpose of that. The purpose of that is for us to collaborate more. You need to be thinking about what resources do you need? What help do you need inside of your business? And who has that help? Because all the time, it doesn't even take you hiring somebody. Y'all got too many business besties that y'all can come and collaborate with and get things done in each other's businesses. So, hey, let's work our network to see who can come in and help us, and can we barter, right? Can we wash each other's back? Because it's not always about hiring. Because if you're doing things on a project basis and you don't need that person all the time and routinely, that's a great item to try to collaborate on. All right. Number 4, mindset shift. One of the biggest benefits of the book is the mindset shift it promotes. Because let me tell you how you cannot outgrow your mindset. I don't care how much you try, you can't. And a lot of you that don't believe that sentence, that you can't outgrow your mindset, it's because of the mindset you're in. You can't see beyond it. See how that works? Okay. So instead of asking, how can I get this done? It shifts the focus to who can help me get it done, right? So once we start bringing in revenue, right? Bringing in revenue, what we start to think is, I would love to have some help, but I can't afford help. That's the wrong mindset, because first of all, check your pricing. Second of all, understand your worth versus somebody else's worth in doing it. right? So I love to use a big round number of, let's just say you pay yourself $100 an hour. Would you pay $100 an hour for somebody to do a graphic design while you over there playing in Canva for 3 hours? That's $300 you done lost, right? So you have to shift your mindset, and it helps you to see things differently. Therefore, you're able to react and act differently, okay? Last but not least, scaling with ease. Scaling with ease. For solopreneurs looking to grow, this book offers a clear pathway to scale by building a team of collaborators, freelancers, or partners instead of bogged down by tasks that slow down your growth. Okay? Now, that was good shit, and that was just the blog. But you know, here on the morning show, again, it's kind of like a mastermind every morning. So I have more for you. We do more on the morning show. So listen out. These are your actions, right? So you got the highlights and the insights. Now we're giving you 10 actions from this book, Who, Not How. Listen up. I want you to pick one action that is going to be a game changer for your business when you get ready to transfer to Who, Not How. Okay? Let me check over to YouTube before we get started with that. All right. We got Chantilly over here. She said she found the free audio version of Traction on YouTube last night. Well, you know, you need to sign up for the show notes, Chantilly, or go to the files in our free group. Because if you look at the show notes, you'll see a little something else there about Traction. Is all I'm able to say. Okay. Keith said, good morning, everybody. And Glow said now. I don't know what she's talking about, but hey, she got that arm up with the muscle. So I believe her. She's strong with that now, whatever she's talking about. All right, we're going into 10 actions for Who, Not How. Let's go back to that mindset shift of how, rather than, going from how to who. I can't even talk. The mindset shift to go from how to who. Who, the owl, right? So whenever you face a challenge, okay, or a goal, ask, who can help me with this? Okay? Who can help me with this? Instead of, how do I do this? All right? This mindset shift helps you to focus on finding experts and collaborators who can accelerate your progress. Let me tell you how sometimes, because you don't know how to do stuff, it holds you up. What we were talking about in the pre-show was go high level, and how much I love that I can jump in them folks' Zoom to figure out who can help me. Okay, instead of me trying to figure out how to do it myself. Who can help me? Hey, who can help me, right? So I was a part of a virtual summit last weekend, right? For getting people ready for Black Friday. And she kept saying that we have an individual link for people to sign up. I couldn't find the link. That delayed me about a week in sharing the post because I couldn't find the link myself. All I had to do, I finally reached out to her and was like, hey, where do I find my individual link? And she just gave it to me. And I was like, see, this is why I should ask for help. It cost me a whole week for something that simple because I didn't know where it was. And it wasn't convenient for me to keep standing there and finding it. So think about that. What is taking you too long to do? What cost are you paying because you're not getting it done? So when you hit stuff like that, start to think, who can help me with this? Not how do I get this done by myself? All right. Now, number 2, delegate tasks outside of your expertise. That's the best way to start because everything is a learning curve. And true enough, some stuff is just going to take that elbow grease where you have to learn it because if you don't have no resources, then you just got to knuckle down and get it done, right? But as you start to make more money, you need to start switching that mindset over to who else can help. All right. But even without money, there's that collateral of bartering and other value, other currency other than money that you can exchange for help. So, but it starts with what tasks are outside of your expertise. Okay. So identify those tasks that are not in your zone of genius. Okay. Start making the list now. Whether you're ready to find the who or not, start making the list now. So that you can delegate those to somebody else. So this could include freelancers, VAs, outsourcing to tech. It could be anything, but it starts with identifying with what are the tasks, okay? Number 3, build a team of strategic collaborators. Hey, today is Collab Live in the free group. shakehaven.info/group, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Show up and tell me what resources you need so that we can talk about who are potential collaborators that you need. Because you need to surround yourself with people whose skills complement yours, right? Your business besties are an untapped resource. I knew when Heather, who's not here today, hey Heather, we miss you. Where you at, girl? So Heather, who started into Go High Level when I did, but I am going in phases. She hit the email phase before I did, and she got real good at the email phase. I instantly told her, hey, when I get to the email phase, if I need any help, I'm contacting you. She was like, bet, do it, right? So you have to think about these business besties as also a resource, okay? These people that are in this group with you are a resource. If you can be of value to somebody else, they don't mind being of value to you. So surround yourself with people whose skills complement yours. That doesn't necessarily mean hiring people. It could involve forming partnerships, collaborating with experts, building a network of reliable freelancers, okay? Number 4, focus on your unique abilities. Spend more time on the tasks that align with your unique abilities. Those things that you are best at, enjoy the most, delegate and outsource everything else, right? Okay, so it's so funny because when we're growing up, we're taught that whatever we're bad at, we should take time to get good at, right? That's what we're taught. That's our programming. Well, that programming doesn't serve us in entrepreneurship. That's why we stay stuck in trying to learn stuff too long or stay stuck in trying to do everything. In entrepreneurship, you got to figure out what only you can do and then phase out all the stuff that somebody else can do to give it to somebody else. So that's focus on your unique abilities. All right. Number 5, use whose people to scale your business without burnout. Identify who can help scale your business. So start thinking about what roles. So once you start looking at those tasks are going to start to form its own collections. And what do I mean by that? You're going to notice that when you have a list of tasks, you got a group of those tasks that are marketing. You got a group of those tasks that is operations. You got a group of those tasks that might be some kind of creative like graphics or videos or something like that. Once these tasks start to group, it starts to form a role, right? It starts to form a skill set that one person will have. Now, I know y'all always looking for the unicorn. Y'all want the person to know how to do graphics, video, and do copy. And yeah. I know that's what you want, but that's not always how it works, okay? So we need to start looking at those tasks, grouping those tasks into what one role do that group represent, okay? Start writing that down. All right, number 6, invest in relationships, not just resources. See, these relationships, these partnerships, these collaborations, it's all about a win-win. Whenever I ask people who could they collaborate with, they're always telling me, yeah, I always wanted to talk to so-and-so because I know she's good at so-and-so. Yeah, you know what you need. You might identify who can do it, but what value are you going to give in return? Let me tell you how I'm good at a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to be good at it for you. Not all the time, right? Because our time is finite. So somebody just coming up talking about they need something from you, that don't feel good at all to you. So it's not going to feel good when you do it to somebody else. So start thinking in win-win, okay? Be a people resource, not just looking for people to be a resource. So build meaningful relationships with people who can contribute to your success. These relationships can lead to collaborations, win-win, advice and opportunities that might not have been able to create alone. You might not have been able to do this thing alone, okay? Number 7, delegate decision-making. Ooh, this is a high level who, let me tell you, because me as a fractional COO, I step into the business as another decision maker. And let me tell you how my CEOs within the first week of me being in their business immediately feel a relief and a burden off of their shoulders that everybody's not coming to them. But let's not forget, decision makers ain't cheap, okay? But allow your people to make decisions in their area of expertise, okay? In their area. So by giving them ownership and autonomy, I'm surprised that Alabama let that autonomy come out like that. I'm proud of myself. You free up your mental space to focus on higher level strategy and vision, right? This is, I love things like a decision tree, right? I love things like, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with a problem and a recommendation, right? Free up my space. Again, the worst thing you can bring me is a clean slate of something, because that means I got to start from the beginning to fill this clean slate. If you bring me something with something already on it, my judgmental self is going to jump into action and be like, yeah, not that, this. You know what I'm saying? I like kind of like this, but let's add this to it, right? So people who can bring you something instead of just the problem, they can bring you some type of recommendation, gives you a great jump start. So decision makers are on different levels. I'm going to say recommenders, because they might not have the final decision making approval, but at least they can recommend a decision. All right. So I like that too. Number 8, create culture of collaboration. Foster a collaborative mindset in your business where everyone understands their role and how their contributions are essential to achieving the bigger goal. Encourage open communication and shared responsibility. Now, this is primarily with teams, but not just with teams, right? Even when you guys have your business besties and your accountability partners, you need to tell them what their role is in your success. Okay, you need anybody that you're talking about is a people resource for your business. You need to be clear about what their role is in the big picture. Let them know how they hook up to the big picture, because that's how they're going to be able to help you to innovate. If you only tell them what to do, the steps, right? And you never tell them what success looks like and how the success that they bring you fits into the success of the big picture, you're losing out on some innovation. Right? You're losing out on some advice that could come. You're losing out on some ideas that can come because they don't know what the big picture is. So create a culture of collaboration where people understand where they fit. All right? Because if I know where I fit for you, I know how to show up like a superstar. If you just tell me what to do and I don't really know what it's connected to, all I can do is what you told me to do. And what you told me to do may or may not even be right. All right? Keep that in mind. All right. Number 9, leverage technology. Okay, to find your people, your who's. So you can use places like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn. You can even, if you have a Facebook page, the kind that you like, a business page, you can even post jobs on there, okay? Or roles on there, or bartering situations on there, okay? But there's also different groups that have different entrepreneurs in them, including our free group, shaycannon.info/group. You can go in there. Okay. And say, hey, I need somebody to help me with so-and-so. These are the things that I'm willing to do for you in exchange, or let's talk about how else I can help. Okay. Because again, it needs to be win-win, but there are platforms you can go to just, when you're sick of trying to find the win-win, you could just pay somebody and find the people. Because let me tell you, Fiverr has lower level people that don't cost that much, but they also have Fiverr pros in there. They got pros in there that get upwards of $500 an hour. So don't sleep on Fiverr. All right. Last but not least, stay focused on vision, not just execution. Okay. When you are a solopreneur, you are still the vision keeper. You cannot afford to go off course of the vision, because if you're not keeping the vision, nobody else is keeping the vision. Okay. The Clarity Clinic that we're going to do, it starts off with vision. All right. By the way, Clarity Clinic link is ready. shaycannon.com/biz, B-I-Z, clarity. All right. So keep your focus on your business's long-term vision and goals. Leave the execution of tasks to the doers. That's our goal. That's how we're going to hire. Okay. We already put the task over there. We collected the task into different roles. Now we're going to start to hire these roles. But let me tell you how. Let me go and thump you in the head. Boom, boom, boom. Pay attention. Let me tell you how some of y'all hire people and then y'all still doing the stuff over their shoulder. Let them folks do the stuff. Okay. Tell them how you do it with success, how you've done it with success in the past. Give them autonomy over their role, ownership over their role, and tell them, hey, I want this result. Okay. I want this result. This is how I've gotten to the result in the past, but I'm married to the result. If you find a better way to get to the result, please let me know so that we can change the process. Okay. So stop thinking that your way is the only way or your way is the best way. When you start hiring people into roles, the way that things are done has to work for other people, not just you. As a solopreneur, when we're doing stuff, we do stuff based on our strengths and our weaknesses. We do stuff based on how much time we have to do it. We do stuff based on the tech we done bought. We do stuff based on any number of things that might not be the best way to do it. So be open enough that when you give these roles to other people, that you stay with the vision and let them stay with the execution. Tell them what result you want. Tell them the process you use, but let them know that if in working your process, they see how to do it better, you are open to changing the process. Okay, that is so important. That is so important. All right, so that was the 10. Are y'all ready? I'm going to recap the 10 without the details. Number 1, shift your mindset from how to who. Number 2, delegate tasks outside of your zone of genius. Number 3, build a team of strategic collaborators. It's not always about hiring. You can have collaborators. Okay. Number 4, focus on your unique abilities rather than learning somebody else's ability. Okay. Focus on yours. Use people to scale your business without burnout. We start with tech, but then there comes a time where tech can't do it all. So you turn into team, right? So start to figure out who, okay? Invest in relationships, not just resources. These collaborations, they're not just about you. It has to be a win-win. Delegate decision-making, or at least recommendations of decisions, okay? Number 8. I don't know if I said 8 for the last one, but that was 7. 8, create a culture of collaboration. That means that you have people that understand their role and how it affects the big picture, all right? Number 9, leverage technology to find the people that you need. Number 10, focus on your vision, because you are the vision keeper and not just execution, all right? So I'm going to start with Shawana Kennedy. Tell me which one of these 10 insights from the book, Who, Not How, would be a game changer inside of your business.
I actually agree with all of them, but I'll say as the top 3, because all of them are things that I am doing in some regard and or even considering, and it is a part of my path. So with that being said, of course, always keeping the vision in mind, so that it can be executed properly. But then from that, I move over and shift to a stronger culture of collaboration within the people that I know, and even collaborating with the people that I work with and work for, because within those people, there is potential collaboration that is available to me, and then leads me to, of course, always, excuse me, leveling up my tech, because when you do those things, you do find other times, as in yourself, how you leaned into go high level, that is another level of tech. So for me, it is the vision, the culture, and the tech.
Love it. Love it. Come on, wrap it up in a bow. Shawana Kennedy Media. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's go to Shawana Mac Travel. Which of the 10 actions from the book, Who, Not How, that we discussed will be a game changer in your business? And we're going to give you time to hit that mute. There you go.
Okay, I'm focusing on my uniqueness coupled with hiring someone to do the task.
I like that. I like that. And I love how you've already kind of started doing that. Let me tell you one thing that Shawana Mac did from Mac Travel that I love, talking about people, resources, and a who, not how. She had somebody who she brought into the travel industry. Right? She taught that person how she runs her business, and that person worked with her for a long time. Then they branched out to have their own travel agency with her support. And now the way they do things in their travel agency is innovative. And Shawana has gone back to recapture them to say, hey, bring some of that innovation over here to me. Explain to me how you're doing these things that are not such a headache for you now that you've gone out on your own. I love that. Have y'all thought about people who you have brought up with your expertise in your zone of genius, where you taught them about your industry, and now that they're out on their own, you see them doing innovative things? They are not your competition. They are your collaborators in your network. Reach back out, right? And say, hey, like I taught you, come over here and teach me, right? So I love how she did that. Let's go to Debbie. Debbie, which one of the 10 actions from the book, Who, Not How, will be a game changer in your business?
To be honest, I don't remember all 10, but I'll say collaborating. I need to collaborate with more people.
Love it. Love it. I love that. All right. So Cheryl, which of the 10 actions from the book, Who, Not How, will be a game changer in your business?
Build a team of collab experts, leverage technology to find the people, and to stay focused on the vision. The Fiverr, too many people sleep on Fiverr, and a lot of experts down Fiverr because they don't want Fiverr to get that business. But I was one of those Fiverr experts. You know, they have a tier when you start. You have to do so many jobs at $5 to move here, there, and everywhere. Within a week, I was at the top tier. You know,
Love it.
excellence works. And I am telling you, they've got in any and everything you can think of, they have people doing on Fiverr. So, you know, that's something I'd forgotten all about. But I won't forget again, especially when it comes to book covers. You can get some great book covers for a little bit of nothing. And
Yep.
they're excellent. That's mine.
Yeah, you can get some great book covers. You can get some great formatting. So y'all over there fighting with KDP because of them ghost pages and stuff. That person on
Yep.
Fiverr can get it done, baby. They can get it done quickly. So
Yep.
thank you for that, Cheryl. Let's go to Teray. Teray, which of the 10 actions from the book Who Not How will be a game changer in your business?
Child, you already know. Child, I gotta ask who can help me with this, not how can I get this done. I got to delegate tasks outside my expertise. Last year, whenever I was working on my book and I hired a not my editor, I hired a team to I can't think of the word because menopause is stupid. But when I tell you she published, the publisher, she did everything from all the formatting and the book cover, everything. I didn't have to figure out the, you know what I mean, the book, the artwork. I told her the colors. She came up with graphics. When I tell you, look, the delegating the decision making, I didn't have to do any of it. She just every other day, she was like, how about this? Which one of these do you like? I was like, I don't like any of them. She was like, that's fine. I'll come back in a couple days and all of it. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, it was such a game changer for me. So yeah, I got to leverage that.
Love it. Love it. All right. Over here on YouTube, we got Keith who said number 1. Y'all know when y'all give me a number, I have to go back to the list to see what it was. So it was shift your mindset from how to who. So yeah, it all starts with mindset, y'all. Let me tell y'all how anytime you want to get to a next level with something, start with your mindset. Right? How should you be thinking about it in a way that you were not thinking about it before? Right? Always start with mindset. And I'm going to tell you, after that mindset, go and do some visualization. So now that you know how you should be thinking, go ahead and see yourself doing it the new way. That stuff works wonders. So y'all like to manifest and all the things, manifest in your business. All right. Dr. Tach is over here on YouTube. She says, hey, y'all. So this week was a good week on the books, right? Now, I want to give y'all in the show notes, I'm going to give you a chat GPT. Look, I done got all the letters wrong. A chat GPT prompt. Okay. And in that prompt, it just says, do you know the book so-and-so? You know, I always love to make sure that it understands what I'm talking about before it gives me the output. So I'll say, are you familiar with the book Who Not How, right? By Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy. And it'll say yes, it'll give a little recap, whatever. I'll be like, great. Give me an action plan for the next 30 days to implement, okay, the strategies from this book. Did you know you can then get you an action plan for any business book? I know y'all are like y'all reading the books, you're pulling nuggets, but how do you put it all in action, right? Like today, I gave you just 10 action steps. That's what we've done this week. We're giving you 10 action steps, but we haven't incorporated it into an execution plan. You can do that with ChatGPT. I'm going to put that prompt in the show notes for you. If you want that prompt, hey, go ahead and make sure that you're signed up at shaycannon.com/show to get the show notes and the morning show in your inbox. It's going to start with a reminder in the mornings that tell you to jump into the YouTube live. And then in the afternoons, you're going to get an email with 2 links, one to the show notes and one to the replay. Okay. It's invaluable. Let me tell you, it's invaluable. Also on the show notes, there's a little, all this week, there has been this yellow highlighted area. So everybody talking about, I'm gonna get the book, I need the book, whatever. Yeah, go to that yellow highlighted area and it's gonna show you, a way to get the book, is all I'm gonna say, all right? Also in the show notes for today, I'm gonna include ways you can go get them books from different places, okay? So yeah. Almost any business book that you like, there's a place that you can go get it that is very strategic. And so I'm going to put, I think I have 4 places that I go and look for these books. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to do that. So does anybody have any questions about Profit First? About, look, let me go back to my list before I be to see it something wrong. So it's Profit First or Traction, or Company of One, or Who Not How. Anybody have any questions? Because I've given you action steps all week. What obstacles do you have to any of these things? Because I want you to be able to take action. I want you to be able to get the result, right? We don't take action just to take action. We take action to get the results that we want. So does anybody have any obstacles to get into these results that I want you to get from this week, from these books? Come off the mic if you have a question. Come off the mic if you have an obstacle. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and put it in the live chat. Glow said her number 1, and that's what I was now big too. Yeah. So Glow talking about the mindset too is what she needs to do. Anybody have any questions? Let me go on back to these announcements to give y'all more time for the questions. So get the morning show in your inbox. Go to shaycannon.com/show. The link to the Clarity Clinic. And I've been having a little problem with the free sign up. But y'all just let me know if you do not get a confirmation email. Because if you don't get a confirmation email, then that means it didn't work. So you can inbox me, info@shaycannon.com if you don't get a confirmation email, so that I can make sure that you get one and get you in there. And let me tell you how. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show y'all what this looks like. So I dropped the link in studio. I dropped the link on YouTube. So it happens next week. It starts next week, next Wednesday, right? So here's where you sign up for the free clinic, okay? Because the clinic itself is free. Both days of the clinic is free, okay? On the first day, we're going to talk about the framework. I'm going to make sure you understand why this framework is important and how to use the framework, okay? Because having clarity is one thing. Knowing how to use that clarity is another. And I'm going to teach you both. Okay. And then on day 2 of the clinic, which is the following week on a Wednesday, right? So you got the 18th, you got the 25th. I'm going to give you a self-checker for your clarity. And then y'all are going to do a group review of the clarity. Okay. Now, what's not included is me giving you clarity, because this is not a strategy session. That's why this is a free clinic. It's DIY, but I'm telling you how to do it. Okay. I'm giving you guidance and a framework. Now, if you know, oh yeah, here's clarity is my thing. So you got a few little social proofs of people who have gotten clarity from me. But what you really need is this success kit. Okay. Because the people that get the success kit are going to have these tools to help them have the proper clarity. Okay. And remind them of how to use that clarity. And the people who don't have the tools, you're just going to have to try to remember from your notes. Okay. The people who get the success kit also gets a replay of both clinic days. All right. Regular price for this for the stranger danger people is $97. All right. If you are in our free community, it will be only $47 with your coupon code. So go in the community and look under events or the featured tab. The coupon code is there. Okay. If you are in the quarterly CEO productivity membership, your price is only $27. Okay. All of these things is what you're going to get in the success kit. And let me tell you, you need these things to be more successful with your clarity. Don't play with the free. This ain't that much money for your clarity. Okay. Especially considering that my clarity sessions are $3,500 and $5,500. So I'm showing you how to do it yourself. Get the tools so that you can do it yourself. Well, all right. Now, quarterly CEO productivity membership this morning, your coupon code should have dropped. Okay. So Y'all make sure you get it. The cart is even at the bottom of the page if you just want to go ahead and go through, but your coupon code is there. Look at my new cart from Go High Level. I'm just gonna leave that right there. But yes, let me know if you don't get a confirmation email, because when I tested it this morning, I didn't ever get the email, and I don't know what's going on with that. So you can inbox me and say, hey, I tried to sign up and I didn't get the confirmation email. So let me know. All right. Now, any questions, y'all? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
This is Cheryl. You just
Hey,
said
Cheryl.
the coupon code for the group. What group are we talking about? The membership group or the? I was confused.
Both. So the free community, the one that you're in, if you go to the featured tab or even the last post, probably, there is the event for the Clarity Clinic as the part of the caption. There's a coupon code in there. You can go to events or the featured tab or one of the posts, and you'll find the event. You can even click the cover of the group. When you click it, that caption is going to come up with the coupon code that allows you to get it for $47. People that are in the paid membership, they only have to pay $27.
Now, where do you access the paid membership? I was trying to do that last week and I couldn't get there.
Oh, no problem. Let's get you a link.
Because I was trying to take advantage of the anniversary thing or whatever.
Well, the anniversary thing was a sale on the workshops. The membership is about time management, self-management, and productivity. It's a monthly membership. That's $97 a month before I take it up to $147 next month. So you see that link I put in there, Cheryl?
Let me go.
The last link is shaycannon.com/membership. But also it's on the sales page. So let me show you the sales page again. Because see, I be knowing y'all. Let me tell you. So if you want to take advantage of the $47 price tag, all you got to do is join the free membership. You click here, go to the free membership. If you want to take advantage of the $27 price tag, you can join the quarterly CEO productivity membership and click here and it'll take you there. So it's even on the sales page for the Clarity Clinic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course, of course. See, it pays to know your ideal client. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, so today is Thursday. We're having our first collab live stream in the free group. If you're not in the free group, go to shaycannon.info/group. Go ahead and join it before 12 p.m. Eastern time, because we're going to start talking about what resources you need and what kind of collaborations you can put together, okay? Again, I'm live streaming straight into the group, which means most of you will only be able to talk into the comments. I don't even know how live streaming the group works anymore. I don't know if I can bring you on with me or not. Y'all know Facebook is a fool, but I will be live streaming straight in the group through Facebook. And basically what you need to bring is what resources do you need and what resource can you be? Okay. And I'm going to help you figure out your collaborations. This is only 30 minutes from 12 to 12:30. So take your lunch break if you are a jobpreneur and join us. And this is all about you. There is no presentation. There's you bringing me the resources that you need and the resource you can be, and me helping you figure out the collaborations you can have. And then after the collab, I'm going to do a post of everybody who needs something and what they can give so that any of those over 500 members can come in and help you with that. They can sign up to do that. Okay. So that's what that's about. All right. Last call for alcohol. Any questions? Let me check on the YouTube side. Keith said he did not receive an email. Okay, Keith. Email me at info@shaycannon.com with your email address, and I'll just put you on the list because I don't know what's wrong with that thing right now. And I didn't finish testing it in time before the show started. So go ahead and email me and I'll put you in there. All right, y'all. That's all. That's it for this week. It was another great week. I will see you right back here on Monday, the 16th. Ooh, that is the Spanish Independence Day. Monday night, I'm beginning on. So, what's your question, Ray?
I'm sorry, I took a call while you were talking, so maybe you already answered it. But for today's 12 o'clock meeting, workshop, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Are we going to get something in our inbox, or are you just going to be in the group? Or
I'm just gonna be in the group.
okay, cool.
I'll just be in the Facebook free group.
Okay.
Yeah, going live. And so you would come, as far as I know, you can only be in the comments. Y'all know, I don't know how they've changed live streaming. I think at one time you could bring people on like one at a time, two at a time or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know if you could still do that or not. I'm going to use their little stuff because, you know, in April, they stopped you from live streaming in there with other third party stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't come in with Zoom. I can't come in with StreamYard. So I have to use theirs. And I did not want to make it a Zoom meeting because it's so new. And it's only going to be 30 minutes. As it grows, we can go to an hour. But what I'm not going to do is sit there an hour by myself because y'all getting into the groove of it. So yeah, we're going to do the 30 minutes and it'll be live streamed into the group. If you are not in the group, go to shakehannon.info/group. Get in the group before 12 p.m. Eastern time today so that you can take advantage. Also get in the group to grab your coupon code for the success kit for the Clarity Clinic. All right, people. Cool beans. Let's see what's going on now. So Shawana Mack said, love the show notes. Thanks for your creativity. Cheryl said, thank you. Have a great day, everyone. And then Shawana Mack said, thanks, Jay. Y'all are so welcome. Y'all are so welcome. Keith, inbox me on my email so I can get you in the Clarity Clinic signed up. Dr. Tachi says she got her confirmation email. I'm glad it's working for somebody because it didn't work for me. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Studio's closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. See you.